Somebody want to tell me who Urkel is?
What's an Urkel?
Not what's an Urkel, who's an Urkel? It's Urkel's Urkel. Tell her who Urkel is. How do you not? Oh my God. You got glasses and suspenders, and you seem super smart.
Let me search.
You know who Urkel is.
How do you spell that?
You spell it Urkel. Are you kidding? Did I do that?
Hi everyone, I'm Dom Griffin. I'm a film critic and you're watching the Armchair Auteur. This is an ongoing video series I do where we talk about new movies and old movies and screenplay analysis and popular culture and all that type of stuff. So if you like movies and film culture and somebody takes those things apart, please consider subscribing. Today I'm reviewing Thunder Force, the new movie starring Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer on Netflix from director Ben Falcone, who you may know as Melissa McCarthy's husband, who gets to keep making movies because he is married to her. I feel like we've done this before. It's another one of these Melissa McCarthy comedies that's like meant to be funny, but like isn't, and just sort of exists. Only this time it's a superhero movie, technically anyway. The film follows two estranged best friends, Lydia, a ne'er-do-well played by Melissa McCarthy, and Emily, an ambitious scientist. The two girls bonded in high school because Emily would get bullied for being a nerd, and Lydia, who just didn't give a fuck about anything, always had her back. A very typical study in opposites. But in this world, superpowers are real. A genetic lottery gives some humans special abilities at birth, but they only seem to manifest in sociopaths. So this is a world with only supervillains, no heroes. After Emily's parents are murdered by one of these folks, the news calls them miscreants, she dedicates her life to cracking the code to give good people the powers to fight back. This quest splits up the most important friendship in her life until years later, when the women reconnect and Lydia tinkers with Emily's stuff and gets superpowers. To be clear, both women gain superpowers, but Lydia gets super strength while Emily can, well, turn invisible. At first, Emily is pissed that her life's work has been mucked with by her terminally irresponsible friend, but the two reconcile to work together as a superheroic duo known as...
Mango flops?
What? No, Thunder Force.
That sounds kind of dudeish.
Well, everything sounds kind of stupid the first time you hear it. Also, you can't say it like...
I didn't say Thunder Force.
Can you just say Thunder Force? Thunder Force!
Thunder Force!
Beyond that, there's Bobby Cannavale as an evil politician, Jason Bateman as a reluctant miscreant with crab hands, Melissa Leo as a government spook helping their outfit out, and honest to God, not much else. Seriously, whatever you were imagining in your head as we speak based on the trailer and what I've expanded upon, that's probably as good as the actual movie, if not potentially better. It's a real nothing burger of a flick, and even this low-stakes vehicle feels like too much of an underachiever. Some of the superhero action looks not too bad. There's a handful of semi-funny music gags, particularly a recurring bit about Glenn Fry, the wrong eagle who died.
This... Glenn Fry?
In my life, every day is Friday.
But otherwise, it's just rinse and repeat for McCarthy when she's doing something directed by her husband. Back in November, I reviewed their last film together, Superintelligence, which also featured Octavia Spencer, which also featured Bobby Cannavale, and it was fine. Like, it was a decent enough movie. It was mediocre, but it was kind of sweet. It had a little bit of heart. Unfortunately, an unfair amount of James Corden, but it was watchable. It was the type of movie that gets released a lot during the pandemic, where studios are just kind of dumping stuff on streaming platforms and hoping no one notices. I thought this one might be a little bit better, if only because of the superhero conceit. I figured at the very least, that would give them something new to play with, and it might, move out of the paradigm they've created with Tammy and have been repeating ever since. No such luck. In all the ways that count, Thunder Force is actually worse. What's frustrating about this movie is that I didn't watch it going in thinking I was going to get some sort of brilliant, deep, meditative film or even some big action spectacle. I knew it was a basic, regular comedy with Melissa McCarthy, where her and Octavia Spencer would have superpowers, and there's a shot of her throwing a bus or whatever. I knew what I was kind of expecting, but I still expected it to at least be kind of fun. I think Melissa McCarthy is an incredible actress. I think her work as an actress in things where she's not doing straightforward comedy or where she's not one of the drawing creative forces behind the picture is fantastic. I think she's got a lot of versatility and range, and I think that she could do whatever she really wanted as an actress. But unfortunately, she seems to only really be interested in doing funny fat girl roles. And I understand that sometimes Hollywood only wants you to do certain things if you're not conventionally attractive or you're not of the typical size or what have you, but the fact that she seems to have more power as a producer and as a filmmaker in some sense, and she still ends up doing these repetitive movies. I just don't understand it. I wanted to do what I normally do in these videos, which is really dissect the movie and take it apart and show you guys what works and what doesn't work and all that stuff, and I can't do that with this movie. There's nothing to grab a hold of. Even Supernatural, if you watch my video, like, there's things about the film that work and there's things that don't, and I had issues with some and I liked others. Like, it's, you know, it's a mixed bag, and that happens with movies. Generally speaking, when you review movies for a living, there are some movies that are really good, there are a fair number of movies that are really bad. Most things are somewhere in the middle. They're okay, they're watchable, they have problems. Like, it's really fun watching really good movies, and it's not so fun to, like, talk about them because there's not a lot to say sometimes. You're just like, this is great, I love it. And it's really fun to watch shitty movies because you can rip into them or whatever. I try not to be that ceaselessly negative, but, like, that is a thing that people do, and I do myself. I'm not immune. But it's the movies in the middle where you feel nothing that are the hardest to write about, to make videos about, to talk about. There's just nothing to grab hold of. There were so many moments in this movie that I just completely checked out, and like every 5 or 10 minutes I'd remember I was watching it. You know what I mean? And I don't mean checked out like I started playing on my phone or looking elsewhere necessarily. I just mean that, like, I'd be watching it and I'd be trying to engage with it and just keeping an eye out for stuff and kind of letting the movie happen to me and not trying to be so critical. And I would just zone out. I would just forget what I was doing or that I was even watching the movie. For a brief second, like, a plot point would happen and I would have to go, like, does this plot point make sense? Did I skip something? It's not that the story is complicated or that it isn't functional or anything like that. There's just so little to latch onto or to care about or to be amused by or entertained by. Some movies, it's okay that they're not really funny or really action-packed or really emotional. Some movies are just like background movies. You put them on while you're washing dishes or vacuuming or whatever. I don't know. Like, there's movies that you can passively watch and have friends over and talk while the movie's playing, and that's fine. This doesn't even clear that low bar. I don't know who it's for. I don't know why it exists. I know it's the sort of thing that Netflix is going to have plastered on the platform when you first log in, but, like, kids aren't going to like it because, like, they don't care. People who genuinely like superhero stuff are going to be bored because it doesn't do anything interesting with the genre. And obviously bigger, higher profile movies are also sort of stagnating within that genre, so it's not a surprise, but who wants to see this? Like, I wanted to see it because I was curious. I wanted to see it because I thought it might have some laughs. It might have some fun subversion of what we expect from superhero movies. I think McCarthy is talented. I think Octavia Spencer is incredibly talented. Like, if you like Octavia Spencer and you want to see, like, an off-kilter movie with her, just watch Ma. Ma's a great movie. Ma is like 10 times better than this. You can just cut this video off now and go watch Ma.
Don't make me drink alone. Don't make me drink alone.
But Thunder Force is just this thing that exists, and I can't give you guys, like, a real review of it. I don't have the tools. I don't have the spirit. I'm so tapped out on movies like this. And obviously, like, regular people don't have to do this. If you want to watch a bad movie, you do at your own peril. Like, I watched plenty of movies, good and bad and in between, and that's just what I do. It's my fault, I guess, that this is like my vocation. But you don't have to do it. There's no reason for you to do this to yourself. If you are semi-interested in Thunder Force, you don't have to watch it. There's so many good movies out there. There's so many bad movies that are better than this because they're more entertaining. You don't have to inflict Thunder Force on yourself. Since I can't give you a real review, and I can't give you the kind of analysis that I think I'm somewhat known for, I just, you know, you're not going to see the movie, it's fine, that's totally good, you don't have to. If Melissa McCarthy sees this, I'm happy for you and your husband. He seems like a very nice guy. You guys seem to be very happy together. It must be fun coming to work every day with your partner and building something together. I imagine that's like a cool thing that you get to share. That's fucking tight, okay? Stop making movies together. Just stop. Just let him make movies elsewhere, or not at all. If he wants something else to do this time without making movies, that's cool too. But just, you stop. Stop doing this. Stop doing this to yourself. Stop doing this to us. Stop doing this to just everybody. Like, just, you're talented. You make good movies when you want to. You have skill and charisma and all these things, and you could do better. And so could Octavia Spencer. Bobby Cannavale, this is sort of like his wheelhouse. Jason Bateman, sort of where he belongs. That's fine. But you two could have done something so much better than this. And it's unfortunate that you didn't. It's unfortunate that I watched. It's unfortunate that other people are going to watch it. And that sucks. So stop. Just stop enabling this man. Just stop letting this happen. Just find something else to do with yourself. So many people would just be happier. It would just be so much better for everybody involved. Those are my thoughts about Thunder Force. Don't watch it. I mean, if you want to, you can. But, like, if you have laundry to fold, perfect movie. If you are, like, organizing something, like, in the room near where your TV is, perfect movie. Totally fine. Pop your head in for some of the funny bits.
This looks like the jail cell in Battlestar Galactica.
And then, you know, go fucking Swift or something. But, just don't bother. That's my video. I'm sorry it was not what I like to give to you guys, but This is the clay I was given to work with, and I'm just not the best sculptor. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any thoughts or comments about what I talked about in the video, talk to me in the comments below. I like talking to you guys. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the little bell icon to get notifications when I put out new videos. And yeah, hope everyone's doing good, staying safe. Hope you guys are getting jabbed up. Vax style, Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, whatever, AstraZeneca, whatever you gotta do. Be good to yourselves and each other. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you guys in the next video.